with Dara Meredith. She is the director and choreographer of The Bridge of Our Roots, and this is such an amazing piece of work. Hi Dara, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I am very well, good morning.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
No, thank you for being here. I really appreciate your time. Listen, I can't wait to dive into The Bridge of Our Roots. Such an amazing piece of work. Please tell me, where did the inspiration of this come from?
So I was originally commissioned by the Delaware Art Museum with support from Art Bridges. And the Delaware Art Museum has a painting that's still currently there by L.D. Quarter. And this painting was developed in 1948, and it's called Southern Souvenir No. 2. And so it's a painting of a black woman whose body has been dismantled, and it has a lot of other historical context within the painting. And so they brought me on board and asked me to create a dance work in response to Southern Souvenir No. 2.
Okay, so I love dance, you know, that when things are choreographed. Dance is such an amazing expression of emotion. Help me understand what emotions went into this choreography that you did to correlate with this painting.
So I always say this is one of my most dear works. One, because I'm a black woman from the South, and that's where he did a lot of his research. But also because this work is meaningful. It's very timely right now. And it's very expressive, which all of my work is extremely expressive. And so when they brought me in to do this work, the first thing I did was look at the painting 2 hours straight, and I said, what do I see, what do I hear, and what do I feel? And so that evoked a lot of emotion just thinking, because it started to relate to my life and me being a black woman. So.
Wow, okay, all right. What were some of the emotions that you felt looking at the painting? I'm curious.
So looking at the painting, it's very, it's three-dimensional. So it has a three-dimensionality to it that really comes out at you, but the more and more you pick it apart, you start to see different things. And so it started to make me think about my matriarch, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my ancestors, and what do those body parts mean? They have, one of the body parts that he has is the torso, where you just see the breast, and the nipples are very, they protrude out in a 3D fashion. And so for me, it made me think of, this is the part of the body that nurtures the spirit. This is the part of the body that nurtures the body, you know, that gives life, that continues life. And so in the other body part, they had just from the knees to the waist. Well, that's the part where we are birthed. You know, so those are essential parts of the black female body. And even with the torso, she not only breastfed her own kids, but the black woman breastfed others.
Yeah. That's so. I love even in the passion in you explaining this. I'm feeling it and I'm visualizing. And when I think about dance and the emotion that comes through dance, tell me what that means to you. The movements and the emotion. How are you able to tie that all in to, you know, exhibit that to people who are watching?
So I have a multi-generational cast, and I have women of all shapes, sizes, color, complexions. And for me, I always say that I'd rather work with someone who is passionate and is dedicated to their craft more than someone who can just move their body, because we all can move our bodies, right? But it's what are you saying out of your body, and how does that affect the people who are watching? So I always want to create an experience and not just, oh, that was a nice dance.
It's not
but
just
what
movement.
Is it, right, what does it bring up for you? What questions does it bring up? What does it kind of make you think about or reflect on? So that's really important for me in my choreography, and I think The Bridge of Our Roots brings up a lot, not only for black women, but for people in general.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what is it that you want the audience to take away from watching this?
Good question. I think there's something to take away for everyone. I think for people that are not black, you're taking away of understanding of empathy and learning the journey of what it takes every day to exist in America, to be black in America, but then also be black and a woman in America, and some of the challenges that we may face that you may not even know about or understand. I think for black men, it's that takeaway of how can I help support
the black woman,
because she takes on so much.
Yes.
How can I take some of those things so that she can have more balance and that she doesn't feel like she has to take care of the world?
Be so strong all the time. Just get to be soft and vulnerable.
Right,
Yes.
right. We deserve that.
We do.
And I think also, other thing I want for Black women and Black girls to take away is that you're not alone. I think sometimes we go through things and we're like, oh, we don't have anybody to talk to, but other people are experiencing the same thing. And
That's
so
right.
the sisterhood, which we've even created in the rehearsal process, but that sisterhood of sisters catching sisters and understanding that these, for young girls, these are some things you may experience, but just know you're not alone. And
love
through
that.
all of it, we're still resilient.
I love this. So it sounds like it's an all-around conversation starter
Yeah.
amongst all barriers, from age groups to nationalities and races. This is amazing. I love what this represents. I'm looking forward to it. Tell me, and the viewers, of course, how is it that we can partake in this experience?
So you can partake in this experience in Wilmington, Delaware on Friday, September 17th, Wilmington, Delaware, at the Delaware Theater Company, which is down on the riverfront. Friday, September 17th at 8 p.m. You can go to the Delaware Theater Company box office to get your tickets, and we hope to see you Friday. And there will be a live talk back with the dancers as well as myself after the show.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Listen, and first off, I love the Delaware Theater Company. I've caught many of shows there. So I'm looking forward to this. And is that the only night?
So that's the only night in Delaware. We
Okay.
are doing one night in Philadelphia as
Okay.
well.
I'm going to have to catch the Philly show. I have an event that I'm going to on the 17th, but I do not want to miss this. I think it's amazing. I would love to take my daughter. And like I said, great conversation starter. But listen, Wilmington, everyone in Delaware, do not miss it. September 17th, please go to Delaware Theater Company and check out the Bridge of Our Roots. Sounds like it's going to be a really powerful piece.
Absolutely.
Listen, Dara, I really appreciate you. Thank you again for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
You're going to have to come back and check in.
Yes.
I think it's amazing, and I'm curious to see on the back end some of the conversation that you're going to get in that talk back session. I'd love to hear the feedback that was received and just be a part of that conversation.
Absolutely.
All right.
It's definitely needed.
All right. So thank you again, and we're going to go and head back over to the couch with JJ and Jordan.